Immortals hemorrhaging players. Lucas dead and buried. FNX certainly going to be a player to watch out for, of course, since he switched to the Immortals side. Exists from the backside, very nearly whiffing out the opportunity on the FNX monster. But now the bomb has ticked down fairly quickly. And the two players that remain are going to be Forest and Exist. Forest dispatches of bolts, and Exist comes in for a kill as well. Seal's going to try and hold on to this bomb, see if he can get it defused, but he's in the smoke, he can barely see anything. And the crosshairs were already pointed in his direction through the shotgun.
Not towards drop, though. I've noticed, for whatever reason, there's been a shift away from that in recent months on a lot of teams. They don't tend to send the shotgun over towards drop anymore. Again, obviously, most of the time, I think it's just due to the position the player tends to play, but you just don't see it in that region anymore. It's always being deployed over towards A long or towards the broken wall. But he making himself quite a few kills. There's one. There's the second. Can we see a third? They're overwhelming him, but it doesn't matter. He picks up the third and the fourth. Doesn't get it with the shotgun, though, so not as impressive. But he's possibly got the ace on the cusp of this one. Exists very low. No, Bolt is going to steal it, and that's going to sound the alarms to rotate over here towards the A bomb site. The problem is, though, is this is a bit of a trap, as now Freiburg can go in towards drop and try to counter these guys back out. But oh, the intuition from FNX. He swings back in and immediately destroys Get Right before he can get anything done at all. Now NiP, they're shifting their way up onto the bomb site and trying to take control, but IMT are already here. They're ready to defend it. There's Lucas with one, swinging out for a second. Exist able to trade, but it's of little consequence, because now he's got a 1v3. Lucas closes it out with the 4K. Big stuff from him, and it keeps the Immortals in control. But it's evenly split, so they can adjust to it accordingly. Henny is going to be your point man, though, to defend A, as NiP do try to push back in. They're not going to leave themselves a lot of time, but again, they probably realize again that the site defense is rather weak here too, so they know they've only got to get 1 or 2 kills max to actually take the site and get that bomb onto the ground. Here they go. Henny actually misses the shot. I'm not sure if the jump missed it up or not, but Freiburg's going to pick up that frag, and now they have platform control. I don't even think FNX is going to challenge it, since he loses his teammates so quickly there, rather to wait for Steel to get into a better position as he's lurking around. He's been loud about it, though, so Freiburg lines it up and instantly grabs the headshot. Now it's just FNX alone in a 1v2, and he hasn't even found Exist yet.
Crisp and clean from Freiburg, boys. That spray through the stables was on point. And what about this for potential clutch? NiP have looked dead and buried in this map, and suddenly out of nowhere, this is what, 4v2, 5v2, something like that, and Freiburg lands. 4 kills for him. Right, jumps up, they push him, and that costs him his life and likely NiP the round.
Yeah, Exist trying to swing back in here with Pit to hold this off, and actually those 2 kills have just opened up the possibility, well, it did anyway, for a moment there, for a retake here, but with the loss of Pit that quickly outside of the door, well, Exist's chances have just gone down astronomically. The good news is they don't know where he's going to deploy from yet, but they do have watchers for both of these retake angles. He's going to drop right down from the balcony, which Lucas should have heard, but oh, the jumping headshot from Exist is going to take out Lucas. Bomb's planted in the open, though, so this is as easy as a clutch scenario as FNX could ever hope for. He's got him down at 17 HP, now 2, as he's slowly tapping onto him here. He knows he just had to recommit to the plan. He does have a kit, but yeah, time's going to run out regardless, and FNX will just finish things off. Gives himself a small hole to try and find Exist if he peeks out. Flashbang will connect onto him first, so he's got to hold back, but in the meantime, they're going for drop control. It's worked out, but no, the trades end up working out. However, FNX now chumming back in. He picks up one more. It's 2 versus 2 after everything is said and done. Neither team really holding good control, but it's now the Immortals that will be able to push back out, and especially with that kill on Freiburg, they've got the advantage. Pit thought he was inside of the smoke, but no, he was just squeaking out. He's actually able to do really well with it in more pressured situations where they're kind of going for just these direct contact plays. They can still have quite a few uses for the CT side. Then we'll have to see how Get Right decides to play towards it. Certainly expecting something heavy towards drop, but he's going to have to shift that over here onto the A bomb site as Immortals with a good smoke setup. They are deploying in. Lucas finding his first mark here too against Freiburg. Get Right swung back in, but they can't see anything beyond this smoke wall right now. Forest picking up the first kill against the Immortals' favor. It knocks out Steel, but nothing else being done at this point. There's Get Right pushing back in. He grabs one with the P90 before going down to Henny. And ultimately now this is left to a 2v3, now 2v2 as Exist finds the kill from the balcony. Lucas really struggling with that spray, so now it's just Henny. He did do great damage to Exist, but Forest is already up, has control of the bomb. They are investigating a little bit further out than long position, but Henny is stuck. He has to peek and immediately take the duel. Now it's him versus Forest. 1v1, Forest swings, and Forest will win it, surviving with 12 HP. It's going to be a 10th for NiP.
Oh man, Lucas, that was rough.
Knock him out of the park here.
50 seconds left. All the Glils still on the battlefield alongside all the players. Steel's going to die. The bomb gets dropped in an awkward position, and Exist climbs in with a second one. Get Right needs to get something done from drop with that UMP. He's being more of a pain in the ass than anything else, and that smoke allows him to pick up the AK-47, spraying through the smoke, and he'll get the assist alongside Forest. And there's Freiburg to clean things up. NiP.
There's still a big stack from NiP, and this includes Exist, who has been the big man on the field here for the CTs. Moving back, Henny actually gets caught in the Molotov for, I think, way longer than he wanted to be in there. So he loses half of his HP off of that one. Good placement on it. And they are going to try to counter it back out as the carpet bomb inside of here now, too, to get back some of the control and start their own push out to this. But they're being so loud, they are going to hear this. And now Freiburg feels the need to push back in for a flank. Get Right finding first kill up close. And oh, no, the team kill from FNX. He needs that kill to Get Right, so he's going to take down his own teammate to do it. That may end up working out, though, as they do clear out the site because of that one. Forrest is pushed back behind the doorway. There's a smoke in the window, so we can't redeploy here. The flank from Freiburg has seemingly already been realized by Steel, as he's going to be waiting for it. But no, Freiburg gets the frag on Steel. Forrest tries to jump back in, but he's missed his chance to knock out FNX. And now he's positioned to stop Forrest from getting back in. The problem is, Bolts has him in the open, but both the Bolts and FNX will win their individual 1v1s. And Henny is pulling out some monster frags right now to make this plausible. It comes down to a 2v1 at the end of everything. Him and Lucas have saved their team many times before this, and now they're going to have to do it again. Forrest left alive here in the 1v2. He's going to carry his team to overtime, and he has no intel at all in terms of positioning for post plants, as he went for that big wide wrap. There's the first one, though. Eliminates Henny in just an instant there, but pulls the nade out, and that allows for Lucas to get the free kill. That's going to end it, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be 16-14 in the favor